What's up everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be ranking all the SEC football teams. Now the SEC, they got really good teams, a couple bad teams, and a couple medium teams. SEC is probably definitely the best division in college football. I myself am a Mississippi State fan because I'm from Mississippi. But yeah, let's get right into the video. And no, I'm not going to be biased, and I'm not going to be, like, hating on other schools because I'm a State fan. So, let's get right into the video. First, Vanderbilt, they're horrible. We're just going to put them in their own tier. No. This tier is eliminated. No one else can be put in this tier. Vanderbilt, they suck. I think they lost to Georgia State this year. They had 2 wins on the season. Only team that didn't win, and only team that didn't make a bowl in the SEC. Excuse me. Yeah, but the SEC, they haven't done good in bowls. Like, South Carolina won, Arkansas won, but Ole Miss lost, Mississippi State lost, um, Tennessee lost, Missouri lost, LSU lost, Kentucky won, A&M didn't even get to play because of COVID, stupid, and they lost, So, like, SEC, but Alabama and Georgia holding it down, college football playoff. Definitely the best 2 teams. I feel like Ohio State, they should have. I know they lost to Michigan, but if they played them like 9 more times, Ohio State would win 8 out of those 9. Like, Ohio State would have put up a better fight versus Alabama or Georgia. I'm not saying they'd win, but they'd put up a better fight. Now, Tennessee. They were good at the start of the season, kind of fell off a little bit mid-season, good at the end. I'll put them in a B tier. South Carolina, not very good. Their quarterback's transferring, but they did just get Spencer Rattler, so that's good for them. Wait, yeah. Yeah, they got Spencer, yeah. So that's good for them, but they're not really that great of a football team, and yeah. Arkansas, I'm going to have to put them in an A tier. They did great this year. I think it's Traylon Burks. They're one of the best players in the SEC. Definitely one of the best offensive players in the SEC. He carried that team along with KJ Jefferson. That quarterback, he's 6'6", 250. You can't tackle him. Made of muscle. Just a great offense. And they had a good defense, too. Now, Florida, they're better than South Carolina. Record might not show it, but they're better than South Carolina. They're worse than Tennessee, probably. They lost to, UCF in the bowl game. Arkansas beat Penn State, by the way. But Florida, they lost to UCF. UCF haven't been good. They honestly haven't been good. They went 13-0 one year, but they're not good. Now, Kentucky, I'd also put them in an A tier. They beat Iowa, they have like a freaking high school offense, but they have like an NFL defense. But Iowa's still not that good. But Kentucky, they had a pretty good season. They probably scored the most points on Georgia besides Alabama. Yeah, they did score the most points on Georgia besides Alabama, which, that's good. Georgia has the best defense of all, not all time, but pretty top 5. Now, Alabama, obviously, S tier along with Georgia. These 2 teams, top 4. Georgia lost to Alabama. Alabama lost to A&M. That was a fluke. And, they just played horrible that game. But that's no excuse. They shouldn't have lost. Mississippi State beat Texas A&M for crying out loud. But these 2, they're gonna rematch. Alabama won by like 17 in the SEC championship. They're about to rematch in the college football playoffs. That's actually gonna be a really good game. I think Georgia is gonna make it closer this time, but I still think Alabama's gonna come out on top. There's no stopping that offense. Ole Miss, they're not gonna be great next year, but they had a pretty good season this year with Matt Corral, one of the best quarterbacks in college football. I'm gonna put them in an S tier because I believe like next year they'll probably be a B tier. But I'm an Ole Miss hater, but like they had a great season, and I can't really like deny that they went 10-2 or 10-3 since they lost to Baylor. But I mean, Corral got hurt, even though they weren't moving the ball the whole game. The backup quarterback came in and did pretty good. He did all right, but when he threw that pick six, that just turned the whole game around, and it was hard to come back because both defenses were playing outstanding. Now, I'm not gonna rank Mississippi State yet. Auburn, their record was 6-6 or 6-7 after the bowl loss to Houston. Auburn was a good team. Their record was just bad. Like they beat Ole Miss and they almost beat Alabama, but like they lost to bad teams. Like they lost to Mississippi State, and I know they lost to another bad team. I forgot who it was, but Bo Nix, he's leaving. They have T.J. Finley next year. Tank Bigsby. I don't know if he'll be there or not. But Caleb Williams is thinking about transferring there, so that might be good for them. And if I'm wrong on that, just correct me. LSU. Now they did beat Mississippi State, but I believe that Mississippi State is still a better team. No hate towards anyone or anything about LSU, but they don't have a quarterback. Their defense isn't that good. Stingley opted out. I mean, Ty Davis Price was pretty good. He was about the only. Kayshon Boutte was good too, but he got hurt for the rest of the season. But he's gonna come back. And Caleb Williams, he's also thinking about transferring there. He's between Auburn, LSU, UCLA, and one more team. I forgot who it was. Now Missouri, I'm also had to put them in the C tier. They went 6-7. They lost to Army in a bowl game, which they run the same play every time. I mean, it can't be that hard to stop it. But I don't really have much to say. Their running back's pretty good. They need a new quarterback. Texas A&M. I really don't know how to rank Texas A&M. You know, they beat Alabama, but they lost to Mississippi State. They lost to LSU. I mean, like I don't know how to rank them. I guess I'll put them in a B tier. Like they weren't bad. Like they have a great, two great running backs. Excuse me, I cannot speak. Two great running backs in the SEC. A-Chain and Spiller. And Zach Calzada, I mean, he wasn't that bad. I actually kind of liked him. He did have some off games, just throwing some unnecessary picks, but well, he's leaving, so I can't say he'll have a good year next year. Now, Mississippi State. Um, their defense, they have a top 10 in the country run defense, even though it didn't show against Texas Tech. Like, no excuses, but we were missing 7 players on the defense. But no excuse, we got killed. Terrible. But our offense, also, like a great offense, air raid. It's hard to stop, but it's simple to stop at the same time. Will Rogers, he needs to get rid of the ball quicker, and he needs to be aware of the pocket. Like he takes so unnecessary sacks that it's like incredible. Now our running backs, we don't use them that much, but they are really pretty good. We actually throw to them a lot when they make plays when we throw it to them. Now our best corner, Emerson, is going to the draft, and our best receiver, number 1 receiver, is also going to the draft. But State will definitely improve next year because they have a lot of young guys stepping up. And oh, did I put Gators up here? I'm gonna put them down here. But back to Mississippi State. They're gonna be. I think they'll be better than they were this year. I think they'll win the Egg Bowl. Like that's my prediction. Because I mean they'll have Baltimore, so I'm gonna put them at a B tier. I think they'd lose to Tennessee, honestly. Actually, they beat Kentucky, And they should have beat Arkansas. They missed 3 field goals, and we lost by 3. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about my SEC tier list, and make sure to like and subscribe. Go check out all my other videos, and yeah, peace out.